Something big has just happened in the auto industry, a groundbreaking partnership that could change the future of transportation. Remember when Elon Musk said that Tesla would one day be the world's most valuable company? We think this is starting to become a reality, one that will shake the auto industry and the world.
You decide to run a business and you manage to become a fleet manager for 50 cars, you can do it.
Yeah, but
Uber,
I can't with Hertz.
I just don't see the Uber thing. Yeah.
I just can't. I mean, I can try and manage 50 cars, and Truro certainly have people who manage 10, 12 cars. Not many people make much money out of Truro. I would say my guess is 1 out of 10 operators do well out of Truro. Yeah. All the rest, it's...
So that part I get, but it's just like Uber is a ride-hailing app, and it's the place to go when you want to ride-hail and get a car. Tesla wants to be that. It's going to be their app, and then they have different fleet managers like a Hertz. But why would you partner with Uber? For me, yeah.
I would partner with Uber because they already own the market. It's a really simple solution. You're going to come up against them. It's going to be tough.
No. Okay. We'll see what happens. But yeah. But this is great. Partnership with Uber and Tesla, that's fantastic. It seems to be just a toe, right? Stepping into the ocean here, a little tiny bit, but it's a relationship nonetheless. And so I've been saying, and I think we'll be correct, that 2024 is going to be the year of partnerships. We just, in the last 3 days, Best Western partnered. We heard BP partnered a month ago. We've got Uber partnering with Tesla. We had Hilton say that they partnered with Tesla like 2 months ago. 2024 is going to be just every week. There's going to be a big company partnering with Tesla. This is the game, and that's going to be fun to watch. Wonderful.
And Ford is going to partner with them.
You've been saying this, but you've been saying you're the number one person I know that's been saying, and you created a whole deep dive on all the different tier 0.5, you called it, of partnership between legacy OEMs and all the different things that these legacy OEMs and auto manufacturers could partner with Tesla. That's a big one. That's a big one, Larry. I hope that you get correct, and we'll have a big show one day. Says you were right. It happened.
Tesla's been revolutionizing the auto industry with its innovative and high-performance vehicles. They've taken over markets in remarkable ways, so much so that Tesla is now thinking of making them more accessible to everyone. And to do this, Tesla has partnered up with Uber, a ride-hailing giant that has been transforming the mobility sector with its convenient and affordable services. These two companies have both decided to join forces and offer their products to customers. But how did this deal come about, and what are the benefits and challenges of this collaboration? Today, we're going to answer these questions and more, and we'll also explore the details of this historic deal between Tesla and Uber. So sit back and get ready to be fascinated. This is a partnership that will make the world shake.
Tesla's partnered with Uber to make their new inventory vehicles available for drivers. If the Uber drivers decides to buy a Tesla vehicle that's in an inventory, and Uber's going to offer up to $3,000. And we don't know yet who is shouldering this. It could be a combination of Uber and Tesla, but this is a discount. So this page here actually is on an Uber website for drivers to visit. And they can see here that one of the partners Uber's partnered with is Tesla. And they're telling them you can get up to $3,000 when you buy a new Tesla. And so new and used cars, it's the cars that they have in inventory. So this is the article that was written by Fred Lambert. And so his history that he provided was in 2020, we all remember when Hertz made a big announcement that they're going to purchase 100,000 Tesla Model 3 vehicles. And then shortly after that, though, Hertz also announced that on top of those vehicles, the Hertz made a deal with Uber also, so that Uber can offer its drivers access to those Tesla vehicles. Now, they say here that 50,000 Tesla vehicles have been made available for rent to Uber drivers. And then Uber also bought some vehicles directly from Tesla. Now, what we're hearing is this new partnership directly between Tesla and Uber. And so it's a vehicle marketplace, and they've added Tesla there. They can discounts on Model 3, Model Y. And it's this inventory vehicles. So they're, obviously the benefit to Tesla is if we can try to sell as many cars as we can before the end of December, which is literally 2 weeks from now, that's good news for us. We're trying to hit our 1.8 million number. And then the benefit to Uber is that one of the requirements is that the Uber drivers needs to have 100 trips by February in order to qualify for this. And so they're going to increase the number of trips that are being taken. So this is the perks, and that's on top of the $7,500 federal tax credit. So if you're an Uber driver, you can buy a vehicle now with $10,500 off from the price. So it makes the economics better. Now there's different kind of Uber drivers, blue and gold drivers, depending on your driver history. For those guys, you only get $1,000. Platinum drivers gets $2,000, and then diamond drivers get $3,000. Larry, what do you think? Is this a big deal, and do you like the deal?
Wow, if you can get, today a Model 3, there's $10,500. I mean, at today's prices, I think it's an incredible deal. When I order an Uber, I always go for the green guide. So I'm hoping to get a Tesla. Maybe I get a Tesla 1 in 3, 1 in 4 times. But it depends on what city. In Austin, very high probability of a Tesla because the number of Ubers that are Teslas are high. That's not so high, of course, in maybe New York City, but it's coming. So this is really I think it's a great way to go for Tesla and for Uber. It's possible that this is going to be a continuing opportunity for Uber drivers. But think about this. Think about that. This is ridding the robo-taxi fleet in a way, because there's no doubt in my mind that Hertz are going to be offering a robo-taxi fleet as soon as it's available. And who knows, they may be positioning themselves as partners with Tesla. They are positioning themselves as partners with Tesla for the robotaxi world.
Tesla's been recently announcing a partnership with Uber in order to offer its vehicles to Uber drivers at a discounted rate, and it aims to increase the adoption of Tesla's EVs and thus expand its customer base. While Tesla is known for its innovative and high-performance EVs, which have been praised for their design, safety, and efficiency, these vehicles are also relatively expensive, and this limits their accessibility to many potential buyers. To solve this, Tesla has made a remarkable move, and we think this is going to be a historical moment in the world of ride-hailing. Hey guys, welcome back to Tesla Tomorrow. Tesla's partnership with Uber revolves around 2 main aspects. First up, Uber drivers will have access to a clean air fund, and they will use that to either buy or lease a Tesla vehicle with discounts of up to $3,000 depending on their rating. And second up, Hertz, the car rental company that ordered 100,000 Tesla vehicles, will supply up to 50,000 of them to Uber drivers who want to rent their cars. According to reports, the Tesla rentals will start at $334 a week, but the price will probably decrease over time. So now that we've got an idea of what this deal entails, let's explore some of the benefits of the partnership. If you're a Tesla investor, you're not going to want to miss out on this one. But before we carry on, if you like this type of content, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to keep up to date on everything going on with Tesla. The deal between Tesla and Uber is expected to boost both companies' valuation and stock price, as well as their competitive advantage in the market. For Tesla, the partnership will likely increase its sales volume, revenue, and market share, as well as its brand awareness and loyalty. Tesla's stock price has already surged by more than 90% in 2023, reaching a market cap of over $760 billion. Therefore, we think this partnership with Uber could further enhance Tesla's growth prospects and profitability. Uber, on the other hand, has been investing in electrifying its fleet as a part of its commitment to becoming a zero-emission platform by 2040. The ride-hailing company has launched several initiatives in order to encourage its drivers to switch to EVs, such as offering incentives, subsidies, and charging solutions. By collaborating with Tesla, Uber hopes to provide its drivers with more options and benefits to go electric. But this is not just the first time that a Tesla-Uber partnership has been discussed. Earlier this year, Tesla investor and stock expert Gary Black raised the prospect of Tesla buying Uber to get into the autonomous ride-hailing industry. According to him, this will give Tesla access to all the data from Uber's 137 million customers who take millions of trips per day. This rationale behind Gary Black's suggestion is pretty simple, and this is it. If autonomous driving is indeed the future, then Tesla would either need to build its own network of autonomous ride-hailing cars or build upon its existing framework. Although Gary Black's suggestion attracted a lot of criticism, many saw it as a potential money-printing opportunity that Tesla needs to actually take over the auto industry. Now, for those who don't really know, Tesla has always had the intention of starting up some sort of ride-hailing autonomous service sometime in the future, particularly using its robotaxi fleets. April 2022 saw the inauguration of Tesla's new factory in Austin, Texas, and Tesla's CEO Elon Musk made headlines by announcing that the company was working on a dedicated robotaxi that would look futuristic. Tesla has also talked about having the ability to turn its customers' cars into driverless vehicles, which could then become robotaxis, providing customers with by far the lowest cost per mile that they've ever experienced. But the thing is, for Tesla to truly achieve this goal of full autonomous ride-hailing in a convenient-to-use platform, it's either got to create one from scratch, partner with, or buy an existing company that is already in the business. So let's take a look at these options. If Tesla does decide to start an autonomous ride-hailing platform from scratch, not only will this take a lot of time, but it will also be expensive for Tesla. Under Musk's ride-hailing plan, drivers wouldn't have to worry about keeping their hands on the car or applying brakes, meaning that the vehicle would not require any human intervention. Owners will be able to use an app to offer their cars up as robotaxis, picking up customers and sharing vehicles when they're not in use. While such a service could consequently boost demand for Tesla vehicles, it could also take a while to get things up and running.
Driver, Uber, Hertz, Tesla.
Sounds like from what you've just said, though, that you sound like Uber is a partner to Tesla. This sounds like a small thing. They're just selling cars. But you do believe that Tesla would actually do a full partnership with Uber as they head towards robotaxi versus you don't need Uber. You will replace Uber. You are going to be the ride-hail company.
Yeah, I'm not a buyer of that particular sale. I think that the operational needs of the robotaxi network are significant. I think you do need an operations center. I think you do need all the functionality of the Uber app. You need all the support of the Uber support network. I don't think it's operationally that easy to set up a robotaxi network. You only have to look at, Truro to see Truro's no Uber. And so I think that having an operational partner would be great, really great. And I think the little bit you give up and their share that you give up is really well earned, my view. And I know that it doesn't sit well with many Tesla people. I can see your face, but I think it's great.
This leaves us with the option of either entering a partnership deal with a ride-hailing company or just acquiring it outright. As an added advantage, Tesla would also gain access to Uber's millions of customers, allowing the EV giant to train its FSD-focused neural networks at a much faster rate by leveraging the millions of trips that Uber's customers make each day. The partnership between Tesla and Uber is not just beneficial for the two companies, but also the environment as well, and society as a whole. By increasing the use of EVs, the partnership would reduce greenhouse gas emissions, pollution, and noise pollution as well, and it would save energy and resources. Moreover, the partnership would offer more choices and convenience to the drivers and their riders, who will be able to enjoy a safer, smoother, and cheaper travel experience. Overall, it's a win-win situation for both parties, as well as for the planet and its people. This deal is expected to boost both the company's valuation and stock price, as well as their market presence and reputation too. This partnership is a step forward to a more sustainable, accessible, and affordable transportation system. What do you think? Do you think Tesla partnering up with Uber is a good idea? Let us know down below, and if you want to know more about what Tesla's been up to over the last few days, go ahead and click on this next video on your screen. See you there.